And in terms of an example, have you got an example of a project where you've used people data or insights from analytics to help either solve a business challenge at Spotify or maybe help to improve employee experience, or maybe both?
Yeah, so for instance, there are a couple of things that we see with the data when it comes to leadership, and also combined with when people feel less stress or more stress, and also where they find direction, and also if they live in a bit of uncertainty, which is a stressful place to be by itself. So for instance, what we saw, not quite early on, but when we started to work with this in a different way, was all the managers that have or conduct one-on-ones on weekly or bi-weekly, all the employees that has managers or do that together with their manager have less stress, have more clarity, feel much more satisfied with their work, and feel that they can impact more. So things like that, that when I say it, I feel a bit embarrassed because it sounds so easy and it was in front of us all the time. But as soon as we say this to managers and employees, because we truly believe in self-leadership, people go like, maybe I should start to have those one-on-ones instead of having like very time-consuming, giving formula-driven kind of big meetings where everything is structured, rather than do check-ins. And I think most of the managers also at Spotify use walks and talks. There's so few meetings where you do the check-in and you do iterations, or you do like mentoring or support or just coaching or pushing back or challenging a couple of decisions or ways of working. You don't have to sit down and you don't have to take notes. So just by having those, very few things comes as surprises, and changes or iterations are not big things where you go, I feel a bit insecure, or what does this actually mean? It most likely comes from the employees themselves, right? So that is one very simple example. The bigger one that actually has a lot of to do with the business decisions and money is where to grow, right? So the data gives us relationship with universities and high schools, what attrition looks like in those pockets of the world, tenure, labor law, total comp costs, if there is something that is called total comp, which is fairly debated and for good reasons too, but also where we lose and where talent goes, and where we poach and where they come from. So when you put all that together, it actually gives you, or at least it gives us a very good advice on where to grow and where to put our next office, no matter if it's a more of a content office, or if it's more of an R&D office, or if it's a mixed office. I will not tell you where it says where we should go, because then they
I wouldn't expect you to.
but obviously, I think all other and even competition has the same data. And I think this is been very good, both for board material, but also for the lead team, but also for the managers that are heading up big chunks of departments, where we sometimes find it to be tough to find talent in that kind of pace, but also to those big numbers that we are facing all the time.
In this series, we will be speaking to a range of senior leaders who are pushing a data-driven and digital HR agenda. Make sure that you subscribe via your podcast app of choice, and also via our YouTube channel for free and regular interviews with the digital HR leaders of the future.